Hey guys. Okay, we're back. XSplit went through an update today, and then all the plugins, I guess, needed updates, but it didn't ask me for those. And when I tried to fix it failing, it crashed. And the original plugin I was using isn't working, but the one
Still crash it?
the one that I switched to is, but it's not as pretty. So we'll just continue on from here. This is something I'll fight with offline. Remember how I said XSplit had updated? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently the extensions or the plugins for XSplit needed an update as well. But it worked for like 5 hours, and then it stopped working. So memory leaks and stupidity. All right. You get the sense that he wants to make a deal, and he wants to wrap this deal up in with this grabbing of the power.
Yeah, and our deal is you save the people and we'll do the thing, or we don't do the thing and everybody dies.
I will give you access to a gate spell. You'll be able to open a gate to wherever you want. You can send all the stupid little elementals back home. Or as many as you can. So that you may sleep good at night, knowing that elementals owe you a favor.
Good. Excellent.
And the 5 of you... 6 of you. Where's Uka? Uka's shoving things into doorways. And the 6 of you will each owe me a task, while you remain aboard here in the Orb of Paradox.
Correct. The task is to go get the energy and guard the bird.
No. You want that just as bad
Yes.
as I do. I could shut down all the systems, probably make an emergency jump somewhere, and then restart. It would be annoying. We would lose much lore.
Do you think we couldn't destroy you before you were able to do so?
You really should have visited your quarters. You don't have the skills to master this place.
We've made it pretty good so far.
Yes, you've made a gigantic mess of things so far.
How were the life support levels? Were they their defaults, or were they adjusted a bit to eke out some more power?
Ooh. The monkey elf is proud of himself for pushing a few buttons and playing with colored boxes with numbers on them. Very well. These insults are getting us nowhere. The power gets you your friends or your originals to go whisking off to wherever they were going to go and die. Or be heroes, sorry. The rest of you, however, have value to us. You're going to agree to a task. All right, one of you. One of you stays here and does our bidding in exchange for a gate spell and, I don't know, some proper equipment.
Agreed.
Which one?
I'll say. More specifically, my original will stay.
You notice that... Give me a sense motive.
I'm sensing all the motives. And also digging this jam that's being thrown down right now. Just saying. I mean, I'm a little bit swallowing the turkey, but...
Oh, like the actual jam, not like as in the jam session? You guys are jamming?
51.
We be jamming. He got really excited about the deal. There's something about the deal that he's trying to play it cool, like when you have when you got a nut set of cards and you're trying to draw them in for more. There's something about
Here's
what
what
Isildur...
you're going to do. you're going to put this mind and this soul or whatever I got in the original, and vice versa. And that bloke's going to stay here.
Is this agreeable?
Yes, we wouldn't want that toothpick around here anyways. Queen of Chaos is not something to be trifled with. The last thing I'd want us to be is to be a pearl lorded by her graspy tentacles. All right. I will accept thee. You've changed, I think.
Little bit.
He puts on some like little like John Lennon spectacles, and they're like different auras that are coming off the spectacles, and he's now looking at Isildan.
He's detecting all the things, but I can't see the magic through the friggin' wall that we gave him the key for. I don't know why. I'm like, why do we give him the key? Here's the key to the place that we can't get into. Okay, now let's negotiate.
Because he's Imros, master negotiator. Apparently, like all the titles that are currently still scrolling out is how he negotiated deals. Some of the places where he has a title, it's kind of like that bastard who screwed us over, versus and it seems equal weight to, hey, look at me, I did the great thing, or I negotiated the peace and, you know, got the reward.
Is what's going to make me select some of my spells very specifically, aka all the spells I need to make any of these walls go away. Right? I need to
You're going to be the prismatic. Boop, 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 boop.
Beep, pop, pop, pop. Yes.
Yes, you'll get your gate spell, and the original soul of Isildan inside of the clone body will remain here. In
And
perpetual...
my soul goes in the original.
Yes. There will be one alteration that we will have to make.
What's that?
Nope, sorry. I miscalculated.
Sense motive.
The scar.
The scar is actually a manifestation of the imprint upon his soul. It should heal in time when that imprint isn't there. And we already went through this problem when we were deciding on whether to make your clones.
All right. Any other conditions? He's talking to both sides.
Devils are very lucrative to deal with if you can get the wording right. The proper leverage. Yes, that bought you your gate. What about the rest of you? You know that there's an expiry date on all of you. We wouldn't just let you all run around without, some sort of dog collar.
I'll be staying here.
What do you think that you have to offer us? Oh, you mean here while you go to the planet and absorb all of its thermal energy and other exotic particles? That's probably a good idea, Donovan, he
It was
says.
already agreed upon that we were going to be that some of us would be the keepers of the Odanti, and the Odanti live here. Remember the earlier arrangement.
Huh. You want to live amongst the orcs in their agricultural filth? What a waste, Donovan.
We are an affront to the gods.
His wheels are turning.
Although, I suppose we could use a bard. Oh, I dabble in the bardic arts a little bit.
Dance off, bro, right now. You and me.
It was required for a few deals of mine.
You've just been served.
Yes, you can live amongst the Andante. Heck, you could even run the experiment if you wanted, Donovan.
Our responsibility.
Yes, what about the rest of you?
I just heard what about the rest of you? What?
Isilden proposed switching the souls at the time when he wants good Isilden, good Yggdrasil worshipping Isilden inside the body of the other Isilden.
Little motherfucker here.
Apparently, Imros can do that. If he can't, then he is like really good at lying, like Remine good at lying.
Which he could be.
He could be. Yep. He probably. These people are probably mythic. In fact, you got mythic points from defeating one of them.
When the others wake, they will not have any of our memories, correct? They will not know that anything transpired?
No, but we could impart some of the memories that you make here upon them.
No, I'm fine staying here.
Maybe the fighting? Those original heroes sure like to fight, don't they?
No. I'm good with the plans that I made. I mean, I'm fine.
What sort of plans did you make already, Midwick?
None.
Oh, come on, A3 Mark II? You did something well here. What did he do?
Nothing. I don't want anything from the deal. I'm good.
I want Bellum's freedom. Yelling in the back, holding a hammer up.
Oh. Send back to with Midwick that gun on top of that machine.
A Maxim machine gun. All right. Midwick, what are you going to do for me? You're going to stay with Donovan and Zildin. I could have you. The Orb of Paradox could use an adventuring arm. This is starting to get exciting. You work for us for points, and those points go towards your expiry date.
No.
Yes.
I'm fairly certain Midwick would require, if he's working for you, for the expiry date to be completely removed.
Oh, I don't think so. And I'm not too sure what sort of business you had with Qui-Gon Uvid. He doesn't normally make bargains. He's very difficult to speak to. Oh, you spoke to Notanica. Oh, to hear that conversation. Don't worry, it's recorded somewhere. With Notanica out of the way, I can initiate emergency protocol while the old bitch is trying to recuperate. I'll know soon enough. Yes, you will all serve me, as I am the chief negotiator of the Order of Paradox and chief diplomat. You will all be bodyguards and extension of the adventuring arm of the Order of Paradox. You will go and retrieve and fight things and generally be useful. In exchange, I will impart upon you clones knowledge that is well past your meaning, well past your ability to even comprehend at this point.
Also remove our expiry.
Yes,
And
on
we'll
an
save
ongoing
people, we'll
basis.
save souls as much as we can.
An ongoing basis, good Lemuel.
I am not no slave.
Same here. I'd rather die than have an expiry date than the one you set.
No.
You're acting like a god.
But you were... Some have called me such. Don't worry, I do not pretend to be one.
Then
However-
remove the expiry date and don't act like one.
Leverage, dear Lemio.
Leverage will also harbor
Power
other
at-
things.
Power at critical levels. Auto shutdown commencing in. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
You see, we're going to have to take drastic measures in the meantime. I agree to all the terms. And the terms that I have stated, well, I don't think you have much choice. You could wander away from here, and in a short while you'll go mad like Locric did. And who knows what harm you would do to each other and those that you care about.
And also bring Locric back. Or make another copy of him.
And we can negotiate that later. Who is going to go to Glyph?
Shouldn't we all? Can't risk failing. Do you still need bodyguards here?
Well,
The head of the ethergaunts got away.
there
Right,
was
the
this...
black one.
I'm going to have to speak to one of one. One way for us to conserve energy is a localized distortion field in time itself. If we make it small enough, the power reactor outside of the field will temporarily draw less power inside, thus conserving enough power for us in case. Yes. We're going to slow time on the interior of the Orb of Paradox. I'm brilliant, he says.
Hold on a second. What's the expiry based on time?
Oh yes.
Time based on the orb or the individual. 'Cause
I
if we
very
leave
much
and time
suggest
is
if
slowed-
you're concerned about your well-being and cancer and other things, the degradation of your DNA, perhaps you should stay here with me. We will create a temporal field, slowing down time in the interior and thus the power draw, while some of you go to Glyph and use the Phoenix as well as the vessel to capture as much power from the planet itself. Time outside the sphere will speed up. However, the time inside will not. It's a good chance that those demons would arrive, but with the power savings, we'd be able to put back up the stealth shield and maneuver to a place where... Yes, I believe we'd be able to survive an onslaught. They would probe around for some time.
What's that in Kunian?
Huh? Yes, this will do. We must save the orb at all costs.
So we're gonna be we're gonna fight the demons before the others return then? Some are gonna stay, some are gonna go?
It is up to you. I have no immediate need for any of you yet.
What is the fastest way for us to get there? How long would it take for us to get to the bottom? To get through
You're going to have to greater teleport to the planet over there. The planet is on the first layer of the abyss. You don't need to worry about plane shift spells. And, well,
Then
the
we have
fields have been dropped, so technically teleportation works in and out of the sphere at the moment.
How hot is it?
Oh, very hot.
I can turn us all to elementals. Earth elementals.
Very, very, very hot.
Well,
Fire.
we'll need some fire
You want to use
protection as
fire.
well.
You will need to use, there's still the ethergaunt. Did you kill the black one?
No. I
black
said
one's
the
still
commander
around.
went away.
If you've got some potions that allow me to see invisibility, I can take care of
He
it.
certainly did. Nuker's got, like, just like Azildan's got drive skill, Uker's got knowledge, like, earth natural sciences or something like that.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
You understand
You
some
guys-
of the things that he's saying.
if you got a way for me to see invisible creatures, I can take care of the black ether god.
Uker has knowledge, physical sciences, astronomy, chemistry, mathematics, physics, and engineering.
Also, I need better guns. These are not magic, so.
Yeah, he's kind of like, yeah, like details. He's booping and beeping on some of the computer panels and looking.
You
at
know
things.
he can show up any moment, right?
Oh, yes, you'd be fucked.
Yeah. So what? Fucking.
Aldegar, next time you have the little badgy thing, don't give it to the prisoner guy.
He gets the chip from. He gets.
You must learn, and the only way to learn, or one of the ways to learn, is through pain. Or
I
loss.
wonder if this could make it through that.
He looks at Uker. He actually surmises that Uker is not bluffing. Then he looks at Donovan like, seriously.
You mentioned appropriate gear.
Yes, had you made it down to your quarters, you would have found all sorts of goodies and doodads particular to your vocations.
There is no time. We had to fight off these things.
Do they
These
have the
ethergaunts.
appropriate equipment for the alchemists to prepare their extracts?
Oh yes, we've made replicas of many things.
Fine, let's go get our gear. Fucking naked. This is bullshit.
Which way to the chambers?
He points out to Concourse B.
Okay.
Go down to the living quarters area in Concourse B.
Okay.
Alright, are we
Go
able
to living
survive
area
there?
in Concourse B.
Okay,
Is
so,
the
so
power
you guys
turned
are all
off?
No,
Is
no,
life
I'm
support
about to
still
give
on?
us all sorts of time. However, those that are in the inner circle will time will sort of slow down. And it'll slow down drastically. That won't give me much time to sleep. It will give you time to rest. However... Oh, look at you. Precious little needle. Your stupid ship. We really need to turn off the ethereal drive. One of one. Could you kindly turn off your ongoing experiment with the ether drive?
You hear this really angry voice come back.
If you need ship, take another ship. I can kick it off.
No, the creature's probably gone back there to lick its wounds. He would not make an assault if the ethereal drive is down. One of one, did they fail at their task? Yeah. You can try
So
the
the sounds that
experiment
thing's
later.
making, it is audible, right?
Yeah, it is language.
So what's he saying?
Experimental routines incomplete. Did they fail at their task? Affirmative. Like it's really rough and
Yeah.
mechanical.
You can run your experiment again at another time when they're not intruders. Calculations. Who made those calculations?
Terminating communication.
I think that thing just said "fuck you."
That one is a rogue Modron. He smiles. It's more like a rogue Primus.
Where is the Modron?
Oh, he's in somewhere off between Skybridge C and D. Past navigation. The experimental labs.
No, the small Modron that we were with.
Oh, that creature. I think is in a teleportation buffer. Likely the first creature that we would make a go. You should make a priority list. You know, just in case there is a critical power failure of which buffer we are willing to expunge. Which patterns?
Concourse B.
Bellum, could you turn off the tank? He's gonna let me go? He's gonna let me go with you guys?
He said he agreed to all the things, so yeah.
Yeah.
The tank shuts down.
Freeze!
He hops through all of your weapons.
I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, but it's a thing.
It's a thing.
What's going on? What's going on right now?
Okay, head down to
He
Concourse
gives you a
B.
glance like he's your problem now.
Uker turns and gives everybody else a glance of like, I guess it's your problem now.
Chaotic neutral Uker. Yeah, he ends up in Uker's weapons.
Big hammer. Oh, if there's a Jotengranner. Oh, come on. Even it's Fotengranner. I'm fine with it being Fotengranner.
Fotengranner.
I like that, potent grainer.
All of you going down to the Concourse B, you should probably get some rest. I'm going to conserve some power and initiate the demon shield. We'll be able to move slightly so that the demons can't find us. This is going to work. It's going to work wonderfully. You'll probably also get some time to rest. Do note...
How much relevant time do we have?
1 hour of your time is how many hours of ours?
The deceleration of time, given our current power consumption, will accelerate exponentially.
How much time will the
Logarithmically.
others lose?
Sorry, I got it inversed.
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, that's better.
How much time will the others lose? The ones in the buffers. The originals.
Depends how much time you take.
Do we need to rest?
Yes, we do need to rest. I would love to have spells. I don't know about you, but yeah.
Yeah,
You're
so
about
we
to
get our
walk.
mythic
You're about to
points?
walk into the molten core of a world.
Punch him in the dick and say, "Got your stuff."
Lemmy's all good. He's like, I got my shit.
what did we get for gear?
So, are you guys going to go to Concourse B?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So Bellum is coming with you. You pass by the Any Shrine. The doors are closed. The doors are propped open to the refrigeration area and to agriculture, and you notice that some very frozen-looking orcs are starting to pour through. Old men, women, children. Some of them got donkeys. Like you told them not to bring their livestock. There are some that are using the livestock to carry what little provisions and
Yeah, it's fine. We can keep the livestock. Before.
they're starting to come through. They don't realize that for temporarily the doors were locked. They don't seem to know. As hundreds of them are pushing through, you pass by the aquarium, and you see hundreds of cute little cephalopods. Oh man! And of course, my network is all screwed up.
Donovan's sort of waving the disintegrate gun at the aquarium glass, just sort of.
I'll do it. I swear I'll do it.
Oh, there it is. Okay, you notice a couple of them scooting towards the, like little tiny baby squids. You notice
Isn't
a
the
couple of them.
tank turned off?
Oh, the cute ones where they're like a really big bulbous head with tiny little tentacles.
Yeah. Yep. Let me get you.
Isn't this tank turned off? The aquarium?
No, it was turned down, but I couldn't turn it off. I was trying to save power. So, Marty.
Yep. Give me a second.
Okay.
This is Nautanica spawn.
How long will it take to absorb the energy? Because if it takes about a minute, then why don't we go into the elemental plane of fire, absorb the energy there?
He was saying that there was something anomalous and special on the planet.
Oh.
Okay, there's this little thing that goes boink, right against the wall, the window.
Who's a big bulbous head thing with the...
You bastard!
This tiny, tiny voice.
You fucking bastard! How dare you call about How dare you call
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, no. Look, there are hundreds of them, and one of them has come up to the is waving his little tentacle at you. You know that he's talking to you, Donovan. It's still like projecting telepathy, although you think that the ship is projecting his voice so that you guys can all hear it.
You son of a bitch! It's gonna take me a long time to regrow all my tentacles.
Okay.
Donovan doesn't acknowledge, like he tries to like I don't even hear you. Don't even hear you.
Do you realize how long I searched for that shrine? Do you realize what I sacrificed so that we could talk to the gods and learn their secrets? I'm gonna clone you to kill you to clone you! Your clones are gonna do battle for eternity!
Donovan pops he's got some science suit on.
Right.
He pops the collar. He
Okay.
just pops the collar and keeps walking.
How dare you turn your back on me!
Parka.
Totally invincible! You can understand
Yeah, didn't Euchre get knowledge of rocket science and physics? Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
You guys are just walking as little
Just
things
walking
trying
past,
to
just let him
it's
shit
such
talk.
a slow swimmer that it can't keep up with you.
How dare you! Don't you know who I am? Don't you know the things that I've done?
The door is closed and you can't hear little guy anymore.
Doors open,
Figured.
6 hands come out with fingers. Yeah.
There are hundreds of them. You don't know which one was Natonica, or maybe they're all Natonica now, or something. But yeah, you get the sense that the power has been greatly diminished.
It's greatly diminished. Oh, but maybe Donovan takes up sushi as one of his hobbies.
Okay, lights flicker on as you come into Concourse B, and it takes a while, but the doors do open automatically.
Okay, for the elevator.
Yep. Concourse B.
Living quarters.
Okay. You are sent down. You have this beautiful view as you're going down in the spikes, in this slightly curved elevator shaft. You can see the dying worlds, one of which is that greenish world that you're supposed to steal the thermal energy from, or the energy from. The one that has 382 living creatures still on it, and 3,471 outsiders beneath the regolith.
Yep.
The most powerful of which is much more powerful than you, is what he described. You end up in Concourse B, the living quarters in Concourse B. I'm going to copy and paste you guys to Concourse B.
Did we make a deal to have the what's it called? To have a gate open for them to move them?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yes.
Okay, the elevator shaft stops about here.
Okay.
Living quarters.
Go to the nearest door and
Yeah, you actually see some lights light up.
Is there like a
okay.
gun, a tree on one, things like that? Big hammer on the other.
Okay. Walk to the nearest one. There you go.
Yeah, you follow the lights, and the lights lead you inside. There is this sort of depressed area where there's seats around a central table, and you can see that there's a frozen fruit basket with a card.
Okay. What does the card say?
It says, "Welcome, heroes of the Prime. Enjoy the fruits from many worlds, selected for your particular palates." And they're
Lemmy's
like
detecting
nuts and
magic.
berries and fruits. Apparently, it was frozen. Maybe this place, like, there's a kind of like a permafrost kind of in
This
little
place
bits and
had
places.
life support turned off previously.
Yep. There are heated vents that are pumping nice filtered warm air into this place now, but you get a sense from the fruit that they were all flash frozen. There's this very, very large, beautiful table. It's circular, kind of suggesting equality. There are frozen plants that are throughout this arboretum-like area, and a very nautical design. There is a modern kitchen that Azildan immediately recognizes from his time in Hell as very marble countertops and filleried faucets,
Okay.
stainless steel, big tubs, and all sorts of cooking implements.
You know, waking up in this place probably would have gave us a different feeling than waking up in Tube of Goo with monster trying to eat face.
Yeah, you think?
All right, who should get which room do you guys want assigned? The principal room, I think. Who's the leader of the party?
We don't have a leader of the party.
The people who talk a lot.
Yeah.
Like
mouthpiece
if you
is
just had everybody
Donovan.
showed up and you were just looking like visually, like Lokrik.
All right, so this is Donovan's chamber. It has the master bath off of it. Who would we want sleeping near Donovan for protection?
Altagar.
Altagar. Okay, Altagar is given some smaller chambers.
Probably Midwick.
In Donovan's perfect future, he's got a really, really big bed, and Donovan and Altagar sleep on the same bed, but
Well,
far enough away that it's not weird.
Altagar can take the bigger room. Midwick will take the smaller room.
Okay, so
That makes
Altagar's
more
got the big
sense.
one, and then Midwick.
The smaller room.
Okay,
And then the other three will go.
Lemmy
the other
gets
place.
the bathroom.
and then on the other side, on the other floor, like the lights actually kind of lit up for the other guys. We've got who's got the big chambers
You do, Uker.
with the private bath? Uker.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that dookie.
Biggest dookie! Biggest dookie!
Where's Lokrik? Lokrik.
Bottom.
He's got his own floor.
No, Uker's down here.
Oh.
Lokrik. Oh, I guess Lokrik. Yeah, Lokrik may have his own big chambers. So we've got Lemmy and Azildan.
Uker just moves into the kitchen. He's
Just eats in there. And then Lokrik you don't know, but Lokrik is actually was by himself in a different area.
Do we find gear, like in our rooms or whatever?
Yes. You guys have a +2 weapon and then +2 all the things.
huh.
You have replicas of your spell books and alchemy books. You've got 5,000 gold pieces of potion components that are also could be used as magic ink or spell components. If you're a spellcaster.
Huh.
Midwick's got 2 +2 guns,
Cool.
in addition to what you took from the armory.
Okay.
So +2 resistance item, a
Does he
+2
have
ring
a
of protection,
bag of-
a +2
of,
set of
loaded
armor, a
ammunition?
+2 shield if you want, +2 braziers of armor, +2 weapons, a missile and a melee weapon fit for your size. Uker's +2 weapon is a replica of Jotengranner.
It's called Fotengranner.
Any wands? Any stabs?
Azildan's +2 bow is fit for his size. Lemmy, you just have a +2 quarterstaff.
the fuck is this?
Altagar, you've got a +2 amulet of Mighty Fists. Donovan, you don't have a weapon, do you? Do you use a weapon?
Do I carry a weapon? Was that
Yeah,
the
do you
question?
carry a weapon? Yeah.
I think I've got a masterwork dagger on my sheet somewhere.
Do we get ability modifying items like headbands
Actually,
or belts?
if we
it's
go,
a good-
sorry, that's bare bones Donovan. Let me check. Let me check proper Donovan. I think he has a dagger. I don't even know if it's magic.
Marty?
So yeah, things that could be considered weapon are a quarterstaff. Like he's got magic staves that could be considered weapons, and he has a +1 dagger.
You're never going to use it. What do you care?
Okay, so you got a +2. You got a +2 dagger at your belt.
He's
Like,
got
how
an
much-
upgrade.
All right. Each of you has an appropriate ability boosting item of +4 to one ability score and a +2 to the other. You guys can add those to your sheets.
Oh yes. It is also suspicious.
They may be poor facsimiles of the items you already had. You can kind of keep it along those lines. So, Altagar, which stats would you take?
Well, he's going to put the +4 on his strength,
Yep.
and his other one would have been wisdom, but he already found a +6 version, so he's going to be hanging on to that.
Got it. So you've got a spare +2 wisdom item then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Zildin's going wisdom with a +4 and +2 dex.
Got it. Midwick?
Midwick's going dex and int.
Okay.
+4 dex.
What is the skill in the int?
Skill on int is going to be. Give me a sec.
Obviously, a bunch of highly intelligent mimics. When you equip them, they eat you. So you guys are like, yeah, there's magical stuff, and you're putting it on and trying it on and getting
Rubbing
all,
ourselves on it.
getting all kitted out. And
Donovan identifies the stuff before he puts it on.
Oh, okay. Give me a spellcraft roll with a. Are you using identify spell?
I am using identify spell because
Gotcha.
I identify because I know how to identify.
So which item are you starting with?
I'm going to identify all my gear.
Yep.
Like the order is going to be the ability boosting stuff. It'll like go down in descending of cost.
Okay. What were the ability boosters that you would have wanted for Donovan?
Charisma, then con.
Okay. So there's a charisma headband.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give me a spellcraft check.
Okay. I find it suspicious that I need to roll, but let's see. Okay, so 1d20 plus spellcraft 21 plus 2 because I'm an elf plus 10 for identify plus 2 because I make myself a hero before I do this kind of crap. 40.
Okay. They have well-made magics. You do see that there is a strange arcane sigil that is buried inside the circlet that is specifically for tracking of the item and having the crafter's scrying spells work better on the item. It isn't cursed, however. Like you could take it off,
taken off,
but you've got what you think are magical and maybe even high-tech backup tracking devices in the circlet, in your +4 item. You do not find this in the other items.
Do I find it in the clothes?
No.
Okay. Alright, that's cool.
They want
it's
to
a
keep
very
track of the
reasonable-
item and or where you are, and you're pretty sure that you with the magic and technology that you've seen here, that they should be able to look through this thing.
Yeah. Of the stuff that happens here, this is not a thing that's causing great heart palpitations or skipping of beats.
Yep. Were there any other artifacts that you guys had that you would have wanted some sort of replica of?
Yeah. Lemmy's gem.
What was Lemmy's gem?
The gem that he got from
His source of mythic power.
Galith.
Oh,
Well,
plus
mid-
8.
Yeah. Well, it gives him makes him a +1 level. to casting.
What was Lemmy's what is Lemmy's 2 items that he's picking?
Int and wisdom and charisma.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't replicate the orange epic artifact.
Heady would be the thing that Donovan,
The cloak, right?
his intelligent cloak,
His
but
intelligent cloak. Okay.
with the soul of it. It's one of those things. That,
Maybe through good service you might start to get better toys. These are serviceable toys.
Oh.
And it sounds like, Donovan, by the time you started identifying all these things, that your companions have just blindly put them all
They just
on.
threw the shit on. Okay, there's nothing like. We are so over a barrel if they want us to be. So.
A few minutes later, I guess like 10, 15 minutes later, you guys are starting to come out of your rooms, I guess, with all of your new equipment on.
Midwig's still naked. What the fuck?
Oh, we have to wear clothes now?
I liked it like that.
Yeah, there's gonna be a whole bunch of like updating of character sheets to.
Yep.
Yep.
Are you guys also resting?
Yeah. Well, okay. The barbarian doesn't need to rest because he just needs 10 minutes or 20 minutes to prepare his his infusions.
Yep.
Done. Donovan has used a not insignificant portion of his daily spell allotment. Yeah, we haven't looked inside our own buttholes yet, Fox. There's probably something up there. We haven't had to poo yet.
Yeah, they're tagged. They're over there. But what are they doing? Popcorn, vid screen.
Yep. Donovan could use a rest, but he could get away without one. And then he's low on Bard Song. Like, he's more than halfway through. Uker's more than halfway through his rage.
Okay, what are the conversations between the characters in their little clusters like about? You guys all come on, like, it looks like you guys all jumped at the fact that you had new gear. It's not as good as your old gear, but it's something.
Pants.
Yeah,
hey,
it's
we got
pants.
Pants.
What is Donovan? What is Donovan saying to Altagar and Midwick?
There are magical trackers in some of these items.
Alright. Doesn't change anything, we're still gonna use this crap.
Of course. These founders.
Oh,
Yes, I'm talking about you. He's talking to like he's talking to the diadem. Are reprehensible. The morality is absolutely corrupted.
Yeah, aware of that.
It
Sucks,
seems to fit right in. Sorry.
Yeah,
Perhaps
Midwig's
it's-
neutral.
Yep.
Perhaps it's the pursuit of technology that drives down the status of morality.
And survival does that too. Not all of us grew up in a pleasant, lovely, floral place.
The way they discuss killing thousands for convenience, it can only be seen that way through one of their magical displays.
You mean the ones on the planet?
Yes.
Planet's
They've done
dying
it before.
anyways.
They've practiced, remember? Yeah, more. The worst part of the story is they are not the bad guys. They are,
Just there.
yes. The ethergaunts are worse, and they fight the ethergaunts. Or they at least hide from them. They might be convinced to fight, pick a side. They might be convinced to honor the lives of other sentients. It's unfortunate that the more agreeable of the founders have been, well, we haven't come across Chrysalis yet.
Yeah, be good to find out where that one went.
I believe she and I would agree on a great many things. Imros is swine. Looking back at the diadem. Even amongst these reprehensible founders, his morals are even lower. The others at least have the good sense to have tried to leave behind their mortal desires, where he is still driven by greed, driven by fear, driven by inadequacy. He's trying to prove that he's better than others when that's not really a question. It's like a small child wielding a very large sword. Or one of your guns.
Nay, don't diss my guns. Oh, Marty Midwick he would like his abundant ammunition bag.
Mm-hmm.
They replicate that.
Well, what you do is you tell them, I want the laser gun that doesn't run out.
No, they didn't replicate that. Although there's the 1,000 bullets that you gathered from the armory, and there's probably another 1,000 bullets that they've provided here. You also have the basic kits for your character class, so you've got your gunsmithing tools and your alchemy crafting kit and that sort of thing.
Yep.
So, that is my thoughts on the matter. I am torn.
We do what we gotta do to get the originals out of here. Right?
How many people would the originals save?
Try to save all of them.
No. If we
save
were
them,
to end this place, looking back at the diadem, which we can do.
Okay,
How many
Altagar
people-
wanders over. He heard part of the conversation. He comes over and he's in like a neat fitting gi, and he's got like classic monk gear, and he's got this nice pendant on. He looks actually quite well dressed. It's all clean.
This ain't so bad.
Fetching, Altagar.
Yeah,
If-
not bad.
If we were to destroy this place, sacrificing ourselves as well as the originals, how much death and destruction are we allowing to persist? How great of an evil are we committing?
Well, I mean, I suppose that's assuming we're the only ones trying to stop Ragnarok. I'm just saying.
Yes. We're special even amongst these people.
I guess so, yeah.
Why did you have to give him the... Why did you give him the pendant? Don't... Next time, give me the pendant. I will go use the computers and we talk to him through the wall.
Why don't you just give it back? Why don't you just let me go in there and beat the crap out of him?
because
you
the
just-
wall
Oh,
can
you-
kill you.
It didn't hurt that much the first time.
Altagar's awesome.
Yeah.
Mind
That's
over
a
matter.
ballsy move.
Mind
the
over
mind-
matter, Donnie. That's what I keep
mind over
telling you.
All right. So
Conversation to the south. Uker, Lemio looks at Azildan, who's got the symbol of, who's got the captured symbol of Yggdrasil on him. Azildan looks at Lemmy and sees the shining golden disc with the face on it of Lathander. With
But
little pink
this would have
hues.
happened after.
yep.
This happened afterwards.
Yeah, but you gathered the symbols from the symbols weren't waiting for you here. Your old symbols were.
Yeah.
So
Right.
those divine
Strange, yeah.
casters, there was the hellish symbol amongst the things that you found, Azildan, and Lemio the Bright found a wooden holy symbol to Yggdrasil.
Yeah, he'll take it.
Okay. Are there any other divine casters? Altagar, you have a holy symbol of Heimdall, if you care.
Okay.
Midwick, you had an empty box. It looked like somebody took the holy symbol from it.
Midwick praised his guns.
Ezzy.
Yeah.
Can I see that ugly piece of shit for a second?
What ugly piece of shit are you talking about?
The one over there.
What are you going on about?
Well, you got a new one. He's pointing at the Yggdrasil symbol. So I want to see the old one for a second.
Oh, this thing. And he hands it to you, like he tosses it to you like it's a piece of trash.
Yep.
Okay, Uker tries to bat it out of the air like he's playing baseball.
Yeah, Uker breaks
with the Sonic super sledge.
yeah, break things. as he's got Bellum Ex Machina inside the hammer. Yeah, the holy symbol or the unholy symbol breaks against the wall with a feeling of slight victory.
Yeah, not gonna miss that.
Martyr.
Are we going to be stuck with... You're going to go and be saving world, and then we will put up with sad Ezzy.
Yeah, but who would you rather be dealing with that little thing? Who you want rewrite the laws of the universe? Hell Azzy or Happy Azzy?
No. Happy Ezzy.
And don't worry, you guys won't be here for long, because while I'm rewriting things, you're getting the ticket out of here. Or maybe we just all take over the orb. Maybe there's no Natanica anymore. There's no more voice.
Alright, so I'm copying.
Maybe when I'm rewriting things, I find an eraser on the end of it.
Alright, so I've created a new token for Happy Azzy. Azzy B3MK2.
Oh, that's from your kindness.
Yep.
Marty, did they give us like shoes of springing and striding and things like that?
No. +2 resistant item, armor, shield if you wanted it, a +2 ring of deflection, a +2 melee weapon, a +2 ranged weapon if you carried one.
No necklaces or anything?
Amulet of natural armor, or
Altagar, because he doesn't carry really weapons, he got a +2 Amulet of Mighty Fists.
okay.
And then I
Like
guess
no
you have a
amulets of
pole
natural
arm,
armor.
so a +2
His arm,
or long spear.
okay.